Hello and welcome. My name is Rashim Mogha and I'm your host for this Empowered Women of the World podcast, a podcast where we talk about technology, leadership, and success. Last week, someone asked me my biggest learnings when it comes to my career. And my response to that question led to a 55-minute conversation on business, money, career, and life. Every experience in our life teaches us something. And in today's podcast, I want to share with you my top 5 learnings as of today. Remember that we are all learning every day, and these learnings might change tomorrow. But for now, these are my top 5. My hope is that you can leverage these learnings to fast track your career. So let's dive right in. The number one learning that I had is launching that MVP. One of the most important things that I have learned is not to get trapped in the notion of perfection. There's a delicate balance between planning and analysis paralysis. After I launched my leadership and technical courses, my learners approached me for a group coaching. I wanted it to be perfect and as effective as one-on-one coaching that I offer to my clients. So I spent a lot of time perfecting that program. The reality is that the work landscape is evolving. It's evolving so quickly that it would be almost impossible for me to perfect that offering. I had to just launch it and fine-tune it. And my audience actually loved that program. Many of you have asked for it, so here is the good news. I'm conducting a career accelerator workshop for all my audience. This workshop focuses on mindset, skill set, and tool set that you need to accelerate your career. And here's the best part. The workshop is absolutely free. It's going to be live 1-hour workshop. The link is in the description. There are limited seats, so make sure that you register today. Coming back to launching that MVP, in today's world when technology is easily accessible, the most crucial thing that you can do for your new product or new business is to get it in the hands of the users as soon as possible. Know that your product doesn't need to start as a masterpiece. It doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be put in the hands of the users to be able to test the hypothesis, and then you can always fine-tune that product based on the user feedback. No company has ever launched a product in the same shape or form as they envisaged it. So by launching the MVP and not worrying about perfecting your solution before launching it, you're actually providing yourself an opportunity to pivot as needed. The second learning is to build multiple streams of income. Early on in my career, I relied on my job for my financial needs. In 2008, when the economy crashed and the companies started laying off people, I realized how important it was to have multiple streams of income and not just be dependent on my job for financial security. Relying solely on a job for financial stability can limit opportunities and expose you to potential risks. The law of building multiple streams of income emphasizes the importance of diversifying revenue sources. Recognizing this principle can set stage for financial independence, and it can also take off the pressure that you constantly live under because you're relying just on your job to provide you that financial security. Exploring side hustles, real estate investments, freelance work, or starting a small business alongside a primary job can provide additional income avenues, creating a safety net and enhancing financial resilience. Also, understanding concepts like budgeting, saving, investing, and managing debt can help shape better financial decision making. In the hindsight, grasping these principles earlier could have helped me make better, smarter financial choices like proper budget allocation, starting investment portfolio sooner, or strategically managing debt to avoid unnecessarily financial burden. Learning about finances early on could have enabled me to have a more proactive approach to financial security and building generational wealth. But it's never too late to get started. I actually created a video on how to build multiple sources of income without any investment. I'll add the link to my YouTube channel in the comments so that you can explore the videos as well. If I would have realized this in my 20s, I would have achieved financial freedom much earlier in my life. The third is to leverage the assigned value approach. Assigned values express the relative importance or the worth of an object to an individual. Wealth means different things to different people, and money serves different needs for each one of us. There is data that shows that after a certain threshold, money doesn't buy happiness. Once you reach a point where your basic needs are met, making more money might not necessarily contribute significantly to your overall goals of happiness and financial freedom. Early on in my career, I was just so focused on climbing the corporate ladder and a bigger paycheck that I didn't consider whether I was happy in my job, which led to burnout. Because I was so focused on taking on additional responsibilities in the corporate world, I didn't pursue my startup idea, something that I still resent. Sometimes deciding not to pursue the most obvious opportunity can actually have a greater positive impact on your finances and your mental well-being. Today, I frequently get opportunities like being on a board or speaking at a conference or an advisory position at a company. I leverage the assigned value approach to make decisions on whether I should say yes to an opportunity or not. For each opportunity that comes my way, I list out all the tangible and intangible pros and cons. I then evaluate it against my long-term goals. While the idea might look very exciting right now, how does it help me with my bigger goal, which in my case is financial freedom and growing the eWOW initiative? If the opportunity aligns with my long-term goal and happiness, I say yes. But if the opportunity will lead to more stress, reduced time with my family, or working in a toxic culture, it's not worth it for me, even if it offers me more money. Now, everyone's situation is different. 20 years ago, I might have said yes to the opportunity because I needed more money to take care of my basic needs. So it's important to weigh what matters more to you, the money or the emotional and mental toll associated with earning that money. It's about deciding based on facts. It elevates the pressure to seize every opportunity or feel guilty about leaving potential earnings on the table, considering the hidden costs that might accompany such decisions. The fourth learning is don't wait for the right time to take risks. If you have an idea that you want to pursue, if you have a dream, try it out early in your life. Don't wait for financial freedom or to be at a certain age or a level to pursue your dream. I personally think I waited too long to start the eWOW initiative. I waited too long to start my speaking business. I waited too long to write my book. I wanted to establish credibility in the industry before I acted on my dreams. The reality is that it was pursuing these dreams that helped me establish credibility. So don't wait. Get started now. There's never a better time than now to get started on an idea. Remember that you don't have to perfect it before you launch it. And the fifth learning that I have is to stay consistent. I'm a dreamer. I constantly come up with new ideas. In my early 20s, I would try out new things and quickly lose interest if I wasn't successful quickly. Today, I realize the importance of being consistent, to show up every day. Ideas are easy to generate. The hard part is to implement them and operationalize them. So when you start with something, your business idea, your learning journey, or your investment journey, stay consistent. Measure your success and make adjustments as needed. I started this podcast a while ago. I have shown up consistently every week to bring to you content on career, personal development, and productivity. The consistency is paying off. The eWOW podcast is heard in over 60 plus countries, and the eWOW community is growing every single day. Your messages inspire me to create enriching content for you and bring it through the eWOW podcast. So those are my 5 top learnings as of now. And today's resource for you is the link to the free Career Accelerator workshop that I am conducting next week. Seats are limited, so make sure that you register today. The link is in the show notes. As always, thank you so much for joining me today. And thank you for loving, liking, supporting, and sharing the podcast. Remember, sharing is caring. I look forward to seeing you in our next podcast. Till then, keep empowering the world.